Hi, hello, this is Karen from the future. The audio that you're about to hear is from a couple weeks ago, and I just recorded the video now, and I just mushed them together. So, yeah, my apologies if I'm not able to speak about my process of this piece. I really enjoyed working on this sketch, but yeah, recorded at different times, so you know what it is. Alright, enjoy the video. Greetings and salutations, my dudes. Welcome to another video of me just talking as you watch me draw, sketch, what you have it. My name's Karen, and let's talk about my concert experience, because I've gone to a lot of concerts in my life. I absolutely love live music, like, so much. I've always loved live music, so once I had the opportunity, or like I was at a certain age where I was like, all right, I can go to a concert, I just go to the ones that I really enjoy going to. And yeah, like, I love it. I love it so much. But there are two times in which I had like a very interesting concert experience. The first one was at the BTS Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour. That was in May of 2019. And instead of this happening during the concert, this happened after the concert. And I'll tell you, like, the reason why it was so, like, surreal, because I'll tell you in a bit. You'll understand after the end of this little story time. But so this had happened after the concert, and me and my friend were just waiting in the car because I don't know, like, to those who I've never been to, like, a concert, like, with, like, a big stadium. This stadium held, like, 18,000 people, I think. So imagine that with, like, a bunch of cars. Like, you're gonna be there for a while. There's a lot of traffic. So we just stayed parked in a car. And there was these two guys, like late 20s, or, like, mid to late 20s. And they like, were signaling for us to roll down our window, and me and my friend Cass, we were both like, do we roll it up? Like, I don't know. So we ended rolling down the window, and they basically just wanted an iPhone charger, because they didn't have one, and their phone was about to die, and they had to drive like an hour home. And we were like, I don't know, because we also kind of need the charger as well. And they were like, please, we'll give you money. So we actually ended up getting like $20 out of it, but that's besides the point. The guy that was sitting next to him in the passenger seat was some type of above the influence. Is it under the influence? Above DUI, driving under the influence. And it was so weird. But the driver, he seemed stable. He seemed like he hadn't done like anything. But they were just like, oh, so like, oh, what did you think of the like, they were trying to make small talk with us. They're like, oh, what did you think of the concert? How long have you been like listening to them? And blah 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 blah. Like, just trying to make small talk with us. And then the guy in the passenger seat was like, yo, you guys are hot. And me and my friend were just like, okay, thanks. Like, alright, I'm fucking weird. He had complimented us. And then the driver's seat guy was like, alright, shut the fuck up. They're probably like under 18. And then I think at that time we were both 21. And we were just like, I mean, we're 21, but whatever. And they were like, oh wait, what, really? Oh shit, you suddenly got really hot. I'm like, fucking, I hate men so much. They're so gross. So me and my friend were just like we just like, okay, like, all right, thanks, I guess. And they're trying to convince us that they were going to a party in Jackson Heights in the city, and BTS was gonna be there. And me and Cass, we just looked at each other, and we were like, bro, you fucking know they're gonna have a fucking V live at. Well, what the fuck, these motherfuckers? Do these boys not know who BTS is? Do they not know that they're kept under surveillance? You think we're gonna go to a fucking party in Jackson Heights? Like, what? And they're like, yeah. I promise. Like, I swear to God, they're going to be there. And they were trying to convince us because I guess, I don't know if they were lying about this, but this guy had like a badge for like a music company. And he was a manager of the guy in the passenger. So I think he still hadn't debuted yet. I don't know if he had debuted now. I don't really follow it. But it was for like a prominently Spanish artist music company. And like, so his friend in the passenger seat, you know how I said he was like some type of high or drunk? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be collabing with them and all this shit. And they were like giving free tickets, I guess, to the concert. So they're like, yeah, we came here just to like see them out because we're gonna be working with them and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. And but the guy he was trying to like say his name, and the guy in the passenger seat was trying to say his name, and then the manager guy was like, no, shut up, like, yo, like, shut the fuck up. And me and Cass were just like, what the fuck is going on right now? And they were just trying to continue like making like conversation. They were like, yeah, I'm trying to remember, like Bad Bunny and Baby Rex, or like those people, those like Spanish artists. They're like, yeah, we work with them, like we're under their company and all that, so we came here to like scope out and blah blah blah, but you know. And so he was like, yeah, but like we're going to a party in Jackson Heights and BTS is gonna be there. And they're like trying to convince us. And I was just like, no, thank you. We have to get up early tomorrow morning, so we're not trying to do any funny business. And they're like, so do you listen to like Spanish music? Like, you know? I'm like, no, I don't really like Latino music that much. Like, despite the fact that I'm Mexican, it's not my cup of tea. And they were like, what? No. And then they blasted like a Spanish song. And I was like, no, it ain't vibing with me. It's not vibing with me. And they're like, man, you crazy. So then we both rolled up our windows. We were in our designated sanctuary of cars. And then his friend like went out of the car and knocked on our window. And I don't know if he had like a beer or something. Like, it was such a surreal, it happened so fast. But like, he was like, come on, like let's go out, let's go to Jackson Heights and all these things. And I was like, no, we're good, thank you. And they're like, you gotta listen to our music, like blah 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 blah. I'll be coming out like soon. And I'm like, no, okay, we're good, thanks. But overall, that was the end of our like encounter with those two guys. We were weirded out after the guy in the passenger seat like knocked on our window. I was like, all right, we're just gonna go into that long ass line of cars and wait there because I don't want to wait in this parking lot next to these creepy guys. So taking it back to how I said that they were working under a Spanish music label company. Now, this concert was back in May of 2019. And for those who don't know BTS, J-Hope, one of the members of BTS, released a single called Chicken Noodle Soup in September of 2019 with Becky G. And Becky G is a Latina music artist, right? Singer. So when that song came out, I was like, this is lit. It's nice to see that two cultures coming together and creating a song and, you know, making it lit as fuck. And I was talking to my friend Cassie about this, and we were talking about it's just neat. And then something just sparked inside of my brain. I was like, oh my God, Cassie, remember those two guys that we saw or that were trying to talk to us in the parking lot after the concert? What if those two guys were legit and they were actually there to see BTS because they were actually working under that company And I'm not sure, I wish I could like go into my brain and remember exactly the company that they were working for, but my brain, I can't. I have a limit to my memory. And what if they were working under that company under Becky G? Because they were saying that they were working under, like, I want to say they might have said Becky G, but the one I definitely remember was Bad Bunny, and Bad Bunny is popular within the Spanish music industry, so that I could click together. But I didn't even like look into as to whether or not Becky G worked with them as well. So I'm back after like 2 seconds of you guys not even noticing, but I googled both Becky G and Bad Bunny's record label, and I don't know if this is right, but they were both under Sony Music Latin. So now I'm thinking if they were under Sony Music Latin, and honestly I don't know if I'll ever be able to like recognize that the passenger guy's face again, like if he ever like becomes a big thing. But also I don't listen to Spanish music, so I don't think I would ever like encounter like, oh my god, that's the guy that was talking to me during that MetLife concert or after the MetLife concert. But they both have been under the label of Sony Music Latin. So now I'm thinking if that was the label. But regardless, I just thought it was like interesting with the fact that they both had been speaking to us about like the fact that they were gonna work with BTS, and we're like, yeah, okay, whatever you say. And then a couple months after that, it's like Becky G, Chicken Noodle Soup, J-Hope, and I was like, oh shit. This may not like, it may not even have correlation. It was just the fact that the experience and plus the outcome of J-Hope's single, I thought it was quite a coincidence, if you ask me. I can neither confirm nor deny this accusation. I'm just here, I'm just living, bro. And whatever comes my way, you know, I gotta spread that. I gotta spread the experiences, you know? So that was my first quite interesting concert experience. Now the second one followed a couple months after the MetLife. This wasn't a K-pop concert. This happened in August in New Jersey. No, it was in the Prudential Center in Newark. And I had gone to see Shawn Mendes. This was with my friend Sam. Now, me and Sam, we had no intention of going to this concert that day. We had like thought about it like a couple months back, and we were like, oh, let's go to this Shawn Mendes concert, and we just ended up forgetting. So I forgot how I found out like it was that day, but we were just driving, you know, we were going to like Walmart and shit, and that day we were driving towards that way to the arena, whatever the heck. And I was like, yo, what if I bought Shawn Mendes tickets right now? And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, what if we went to this concert right now, an hour and a half or 2 hours before it started? Do you want to go to the Shawn Mendes concert? And she was like, I mean, yeah, sure, okay. Because the tickets by then, I think when the concert's like nearby and there's still a lot of tickets left, I think they lower the tickets so that they can sell everything. So by that point, the tickets were pretty cheap and the seats were decent. They weren't as close, but I wasn't like in the bloody nose area seats, and we were also all the way to the right of the stage. So it was an awkward area, but you know, I still enjoyed live music regardless. So as we're zooming to the Prudential Center, we immediately buy these tickets, and I believe they were either like $60 or $80, and they were again quite decent seats. So we arrived to the place, and by that point I believe Alicia Cara was performing, and you know, we had to like both pee extremely badly, so we went to the bathroom and then we sat down in our seats, and a couple like 20-30 minutes after, Shawn Mendes appears, and like he starts singing like Lost in Japan and all this jazz, and me and Sam, we were vibing. I think by the second or third song maybe, these group of girls, like 3 or 4 girls approached us, and it was like really loud because he was playing, like he was performing. So they approach us and they're like, are you is it just the two of you guys? And we were both like, we like gave each other looks, like me and Sam, and we were like, yeah. And she's like, oh, because I have these 2 front rows, or I have these 2 seats that are like the floor level, and we were in the seating area, so we were in like in the pit. And so they were like, yeah, we had these floor tickets if you want to like go down there. And me and Sam, we were just like, are you sure you don't like you don't need this? And she was like, no. My brain at first didn't register what she said, but I accept things anyways. So she at the time has stated, I am Shawn Mendes' cousin. And my brain went for like, I couldn't hear anything. So I was like, all right, so as long as you're sure that you don't need these tickets, we'll take it like out of your hands. And so by the 4th song, we were making our way down to the floor. And we were trying to find the seats as well because I couldn't read the ticket that well. And so the security, the people that work there were helping us find the seat. And I thought it was like near the end of the floor, or the back of the floor. Boy, was I wrong. By the time we got to our seat, we were in the 2nd row of this concert. These tickets, I want to say they range at like $200 to $250. And we were there for free because these people, these kind girls, walked up to us and noticed that it was just the 2 of us and gave us these tickets. So by the time we were jamming, I'll insert a little clip of like us before and after we moved our seats, and it's crazy. This is still such a surreal moment for me. So we were jamming there. I think there was like a small intermission because he had to move stages, because there was a middle stage and then the main stage. We were right dead center in front of the main stage. I could see his sweat glistening towards the light. His biceps, oh my god, they were so yum 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 yum. And his guitar, and can we also just accept the fact that like, I don't know if he made like not eye contact with me, but with my phone camera, and he just smiled, and I was like, oh shit, let's insert that clip right now. All right, okay, great. And this was such a great concert experience, like holy moly. And midway through the concert, my brain clicked and I realized what that girl had said, and I was like, oh my god, Sam, that was Shawn Mendes' cousin. That's why she gave it to us. She didn't want to be in a crowd of girls fangirling over Shawn Mendes. Like, I would totally understand. I wouldn't do that. Like, I wouldn't want to do that. Like, I'd just be backstage maybe. I don't know. But the fact is that she gave us these tickets, these front row seat tickets. And I was just like still at shock. But at the same time, I was enjoying the concert, but still very much at shock. So at the end of the day, we walked back to our car. Actually, we probably spent like half an hour trying to find my car because we had to quickly parked it in a parking garage, and I didn't like take note of where the street was. So it was like quick, but like the trying to find that car was an absolute mess. We like went blocks and blocks around. And as we were driving home, I was just like, this is such a surreal moment. This was like once in a lifetime experience that we just went through. And I'm still at shock till this day. It's been like almost 2 years now since that has happened. And I'm just like, holy moly. I wish I could relive that moment. I wish I could relive that night. If we hadn't gone to Walmart to buy wax because I stabbed myself with a cactus. So I had to wax out the pins and whatever, needles. If we hadn't gone to Walmart to get that, we may have never went to the Shawn Mendes concert. We may have never bought those tickets on the way to the Shawn Mendes concert 2 hours before. We wouldn't have never got those 2 seats in that whole row. And we wouldn't have been able to get that opportunity to see Shawn Mendes front row seats basically for free. Minus the fact that we paid $80 each for the tickets for our original seats, but that's besides the point. We wouldn't have met Shawn Mendes' cousin that gave us free front row seats to see this scrumptious, dilly-gumptious man. And that was the best concert experience I've ever had in my entire life. And I like always wish for that to happen when I go to a like K-pop or BTS concert, but it probably never will, which is fine. It's just the fact that I had gone through that once, and I'm like, oh, yes, this is my life. This 2019 was a great year for me. And 2020 could have been better. 2021, we still working on her. But, you know, I still hope for the best. And that's my whole spiel. That's my whole story time of my concert experiences, of meeting these two creepy dudes at MetLife at BTS concert, only to realize that maybe they have been there solely because the J-Hope was gonna collab with Becky G, and having free front row seats to a Shawn Mendes concert and meeting his cousin. Also, it took me like 2 hours to try to find this girl because I like had like an image of how she looked like, and I was like, oh, like, do I have to go through all of Shawn Mendes' followings on Instagram to find this girl? And which I did, and I DM'd her, and I was like, hey, just to let you know, you gave me these free tickets, and I am forever grateful for you. Thank you very much. She never responded to me. I honestly do not care. But God bless that girl, like, oh my God. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me watching me draw. Hope you guys like this video. I honestly do not care if you like this video or not. But you could totally subscribe. That would be chill. I always appreciate some new community, new people through my community and whatnot. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.